In the same way the tulip market in 17th century Holland collapsed under the weight of rumor, overvaluation, and biological frailty, today's outage of OpenAI's Chat GPT, likely a targeted denial of service attack, may mark the beginning of a revaluation in the AI industry. Just as Michael Pollan described in The Botany of Desire, where the crash in tulip prices was hastened by whispers of disease and later confirmed by genetic weakness due to excessive hybridization, the generative AI market now finds itself staring into a similar mirror. For the past 2 years, AI tools like ChatGPT have been treated not just as useful innovations, but as essential, even inevitable. Investors poured billions into model development, companies reshaped workflows overnight, and ordinary users began to offload increasingly intimate and complex thinking onto a system that was, it turns out, more fragile than it appeared. If today's service disruption was indeed the result of a coordinated Chinese cyber attack, then the implications go far beyond technical inconvenience. This was not a bug. It was a strategic test of resilience, a way to prove that the world's most widely used AI can be taken offline not by superior intelligence, but by blunt force. The realization that something as hyped and structurally embedded as ChatGPT can be neutralized, even temporarily, by traffic manipulation and hostile intent introduces a sudden and sobering volatility to the value proposition of generative systems. Like diseased tulip bulbs once passed from hand to hand at absurd prices, today's models are beginning to show signs of stress, not from within, but from the ecosystems they inhabit: economic, political, and military. In a post-crash tulip market, the confidence that once turned bulbs into symbols of fortune evaporated in days, not because the flowers lost their beauty, but because the market lost its faith. Faith is exactly what keeps AI buoyant in the public and enterprise imagination. Faith in access, in uptime, in the neutrality and reliability of a tool that seems to work everywhere, all at once. An outage like this, especially if attributed to a foreign adversary, reminds us that these systems are not gods in clouds. They are servers in racks, vulnerable to congestion, espionage, and engineered collapse. What's more, if China used its own AI to coordinate or execute the attack, marshaling machine-generated instructions, bot networks, and adaptive traffic modeling, then we are entering an age where one nation's artificial intelligence is actively undermining another's. That is not a market correction. It is the beginning of a digital arms race, with trust and usability as the first casualties. The AI tulip craze may not crash overnight, but the illusion of invulnerability has cracked. And as in the old gardens of Holland, once the rot is visible, prices